So I'm going to start this video by admitting that it's going to be cliche. Every photographer goes through this. It's basically like puberty, except for photography. With that in mind, today we are talking about photographer's block, also known as creative block, and how it's been affecting me for the past little while. But first, I have not had my morning coffee yet, so let's do that. Okay, so now we're good to go, cup of coffee at the ready. Let's get into the video. And cue sad music now. I started losing interest in photography back in December, and surprisingly enough, it was when I was out in Canmore, which is surrounded by amazing mountains and beautiful views everywhere. The problem wasn't that I didn't want to shoot. It was I didn't know what to shoot, and every shot I took just seemed to not work out. And I've got two shots here that kind of sparked this whole thing. This one was particularly disappointing. To get this shot, I had to sprint through thick bush and deep snow with snowshoes on, protecting my face and my camera, trying to get to the tracks just in time before the train got to this spot. So by the picture you can tell I got out of the woods just in time to get the picture, get the train right in a nice spot. The problem only came to light when I got back to my hotel room and looked at the picture on my computer. And that's when I realized that I'd focused on the back end of the engine, which to me is just complete and utter disappointment. In my opinion, the picture overall is quite good. It's got nice composition, there's good framing of the train, and even the exposure is decent. And those three things in particular are quite easy to fix in Photoshop, Lightroom, things like that. The one thing you cannot fix with any kind of editing software is having your subject in focus. But the difference between this picture and the last one is in this one, I am completely set up on a tripod, waiting for this train to come through this exact spot. I had my exposure set, I had my focus set to a spot where I thought I'd be able to grab the train kind of quickly and easily. I was completely ready and expecting a train this time. I snapped the picture, and again, I didn't notice the problem until I got back to my hotel room. You know, maybe it's just a train thing. I'm not very good at trains. Other than this epic shot, this one is pretty good. But going back to my first point, it just seemed like every shot I took just would not work. No matter how hard I tried, no matter how hard I planned it out, these shots that I really wanted to get just wouldn't work. Now I'm left with the thought that I don't know what I'm doing and I will never become a professional photographer. And all of this peaked on January 24th. On the 24th, I headed out backpacking, planning to make a really exciting video for you guys, meant to be last Monday's video. And while I was out, I finally realized I had no clue why I was carrying this camera around with me. I still find it fun to kind of take a picture every once in a while as maybe show my friends and family kind of what I've been doing, but there was no creativity, there was no fun to it. After I came home, I gave up everything. I didn't want to go out and take pictures, I didn't even want to look at my camera. I didn't want to do schoolwork, which normally makes me happy because it's stuff that I enjoy doing, and I didn't want to even play video games or do anything like that. I just wanted to kind of sit around and mope. And the realization hit me on Monday when I didn't have that exciting video for you guys. And from this kind of hard realization, that was when the work really started for me. I started researching what my favorite photographers have to say about blocks, and there are a couple links down in the description if you guys are interested in some of the videos that kind of brought me back to the real world. And I also want to kind of figure out what the problem was in my head. The problem was that I haven't tried or learned anything new in photography in a long time. It's been the same landscapes shot at f11 and fast shutter speeds for almost a year now, and my creative side was just craving something new, some kind of challenge, and what have I done to solve this problem? Well, a few things. First, I binge watched Peter McKinnon's videos, just because I personally find him very inspiring. Another thing I did is I signed up for a diploma in photography course, and the last thing that really pulled me out of that funk that I was in was recording this video. I know this video is probably not the most interesting thing for most people, but this is kind of the real side that people don't generally see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this awkward little video. If you have any advice for me, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. Hit that like button because your support is always appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next one. You always need a little bit of a coffee break when doing these dramatic videos.